Nicky Hayden, and welcome to Honda Racing TV. In episode 5, you're going to take a ride with me in Kentucky, a drive at the Goodwood Festival, and get a chance to experience McGuinness's passion for the TT, and of course, much more. This is where it all began. I grew up in Owensboro, Kentucky, and it's very important for me. I mean, it's where I come from. You know, we all have to come from somewhere, and this is home for me. It's home, but also this field right here is where I learned to ride. When we were younger, we had tracks in here. And there was also horses in here. I remember sometimes having to dodge a few horses, but I think this is where I developed my love for the motorcycle and my passion for the sport. Don't try to be nobody else. Home is Kentucky, Owensboro, and always will be. I guess it's because my family more than anything. I mean, I like the area and my friends, but I love coming home to my family, and now probably even more with more nieces and nephews coming. Yeah, there have been plenty of battles have went down right here, especially as kids growing up. Luckily for me, I had one older brother that I was trying to chase, and I had one younger brother I was trying to run from, so it was a perfect situation for me. Racing in our family is just part of life around here, you know? I mean, it really is. It's what we grew up doing. It's what we know. We all raced. Even my mother raced, my sister. You'll probably see she's got some trophies in there from her amateur days. And, you know, I mean, it's just what we know, what we do. The Goodwood Festival of Speed is the type of event no motorsports fan wants to miss. Why? Well, just take a look.
Well, for all of us old-timers, it's the most wonderful gathering of everything, both from people and machinery.
It's really good to have a wander around, see the bikes, see the cars. It's just good fun.
I think it just brings a lot of different people together, different cultures, from motorcycle to car guys, young guys and old guys. So it's a neat experience.
So everyone's like-minded, got all these famous drivers walking about, and it's just a crazy experience.
Just the fact that you can get so close to everything, the fact that you can, you know, get so close to some of the stars walking around, they're just happy to mingle around with everybody and have photos, which is great.
If you like an engine, it'll be here. For motorheads, ideal.
Just everything that's great in motor racing, I suppose.
Seeing all the new cars, I think. Ones that you lust over, really.
Whatever you're interested in, whether it's cars, bikes, people, it's all here.
Because you can get so close, and you go to other events, you do feel like you're kind of barriered away, where here it just seems, you know, like it's right. You can just get right in the heart of it, have a look in the pits, get right to the cars.
We enjoy the whole experience. I mean, myself and all the staff that work on this side of it, you know, the coaches, it is a lovely event to be involved in. I think from our side at Honda, you know, we've got a Honda experience here that people can actually come and have a go. And I don't think you can beat that.
For Mr. Nicky Hayden.
The collection of winning drivers, winning cars, winning riders, and the fans. It's pretty impressive how many people come out. It's crazy how they bring them all together.
Biggest social gathering that we'll have from the racing world, plus all this fantastic machinery. It's the most wonderful machine. It's probably the most iconic Grand Prix motorcycle ever made, in most people's opinion, with its 6 cylinders, its 18,000 revs. It's just a mechanical marvel. It is now 50 years since I joined the Honda Grand Prix team to ride the 6-cylinder 250.
Welcome back. Let me show you some of my memorabilia from my early days. Not many things can take you back in time better than pictures, and here's one of my favorites. It's me, my sister Jenny and her leathers, and my brother Tommy, and some of our bikes. I don't know the year, but looks like we're not happy to be posing for that photo, but I guess my mom said it was mandatory probably. Let's hear from the king of the mountain, John McGuinness. His bond with the TT and Honda is nothing short of amazing.
Well, when it really hit me was probably when I was 10 years old. It was 1982. It was when practice week was on at the TT, so we watched practice, and I sort of down Bray Hill, and all the legends were coming down. Joey Dunlop, Ron Haslam, Graham Crosby, and Mick Grant. Something injected in me at that moment in time that was somehow, God knows how, but was going to be a TT rider. I remember my first road race like yesterday. It was 1990, Aintree, and I'd been flying around our local roads. Somebody got hold of my dad and said, look, you know, your lad's going to kill himself here, or he's going to kill somebody else. He said, get him on the track, you know. And I went to Aintree, and I finished 29th and 31st, and I got a massive rude awakening, to be honest. I never give in. I never thought I would ever not become successful at racing, and beg, steal, borrowed, putting all the money into the pot to go racing, and then it was 96 really where it all turned round. All of a sudden I'm running at the front, and I was in the leading group at the Northwest 200 with all my heroes, Joey Dunlop, Philip McCallan, and 20 years ago really where I realised that I could probably make a career out of it. Here we are 20 years later, we're still racing and making a career out of it. I just like the The whole thing about the TT, I like being on my own, I like racing against the clock. The circuit just invites me in. What makes me different on there, I don't know, maybe I've got a bit more passion for it. I went there for all the right reasons, you know, it wasn't ever for money, it wasn't for or the glory, just racing the track, riding my bikes on the hardest, most difficult, longest track in the world. There's no greater feeling, just once you want more. Yeah, I mean, there's been a few moments where I thought to myself, I don't want to be doing this anymore. I've seen friends laid in the road, you know, real good friends. You know, I spent a lot of time with a lad called Mick Lofthouse, and a good mate of mine. He sort of said to me, you know, that, oh, you'll be all right, the TT, you'll be fine, you're the sort of perfect rider for it. We went and did it, and then in practice, on the last day, he got killed. You know, I was sharing a room with him in a hotel, and that was the tough, hard reality of what can happen on two wheels, especially around the Isle of Man. And Joey Dunlop won the race. I was the fastest newcomer in the race, and I loved it. You don't forget about them, but you just it goes to the back of your mind, and it's the next race. And it happened to me again in '99, and David Jeffries got killed in front of me. And even this year with that Paul Shoesmith crash, that was really, really tough for me. You know, when I saw David Jeffries in the road, he looked like he was asleep. He was just laid there, and he was gone. But you know, the image of Shuey was dreadful, and you know, tough. We'll be off down Braille again, no doubt. You know, backside's on fire, looking at the next records, and another new story, and it'll be onwards and upwards, I'm sure. I don't want to fail, you know. That's what I think. But now it's so the depth of field's so much stronger. There's so many more riders. I just think I don't want to let anybody down. Come a time when I can't do the 135, 36 mile an hour laps, I have to, you know, bow out and move over, you know. But you know, life will carry on. There'll still be development. There'll still be working on the bike, and the next rider will come along and replace me. But if it does go wrong for me, I'm going to pay the ultimate. You know, my missus is a saint, really. You know, I'm probably not the greatest person to be around when I'm at race meetings, and the kids probably feel it a little bit. You know, 6-year-old Maisie and 15-year-old Ewan, and Ewan's getting to the age now where he probably understands that if it does go wrong, that he knows what's going to happen. Nobody could have probably done it the way I did it. I didn't train, I didn't do a lot of things right, you know what I mean? And I really get slaughtered for that, and I still get slaughtered for it now. I wanted to be a world champion, but I wanted to win TTs as well. And but when I went to World Championship, I didn't enjoy any of it at all. Concentrated more onto the road side of things then after that, you know, and the roads have been successful for the last God knows how long. It's difficult for me to sit here and say, you know, that, well, why don't you train? Well, I can't answer it. Why don't I train? I should train. It's not hard. You know, instead of eating 2 pies, eat 1 pie. You know, it's not hard. But I just can't do it. It does niggle away deep down at me. Could I have been faster? Could I have achieved more if I was a little bit lighter and a little bit fitter? But you can't lie. It's, you know, standing on the podium at 44 and being a bit of a chunker and all that sort of stuff, it does feel sweet. If I didn't be fast, that's the first thing what people can say. Aspiring road racers, what advice would I give to them? If they want to do it, understand what life's all about, understand how hard the walls and the trees and the lampposts are, because you ain't going to move one of them. Be patient, concentrate. Don't let anybody stand in your way, nobody stood in my way. If you've got a dream big. The highs outweigh the lows, you know. We are bloody selfish at what we do, you know. We're on the bike with the helmet on, and that's the special bit, you know.
What could a rider do without a good selection of bikes? This is the oldest bike we have here. It's a 1969 Super 90 Honda, and this was a gift to my dad for his 69th birthday a couple of months ago. It was a surprise. because it was his very first, or the type of very first motorcycle he had, and he would always point one out to us if we would ever see one, you know. That's Super 90, that was my bike. And this winter in California, me and my brothers, Tommy, actually my older brother, let's give him the credit. He was able to find it, and we went and made the guy an offer and gave it to him on his birthday. So this is the oldest, and we'll show you a few of the others. Speaking of motocross bikes, let's take a look into the incredible history of CRFs. Please stay tuned to Honda Racing TV for more episodes.